Hi, it's Nim here. Do you put the shaped dough in the fridge overnight? Do you know you can leave it in the fridge longer than overnight? I prepared this dough on Friday and baked it on Wednesday. So, 5-day-old dough. For the first 2 days, it was in the fridge. I still did not need a new loaf of bread, so I moved it to the freezer on the third night. I moved it back to the fridge a night before the bake, but it did not defrost. I baked it on the 5th day after 1 hour on the bench to defrost. By the way, if you try to score it while completely frozen, the blade will not go in at all. Okay, I'm going to explain about the scoring technique now. I often use this turning table to make it easier. I use glutinous rice flour for dusting. It is very fine and it stays on. I want a nice contrast. I draw draft lines before I start scoring. I like using this craft knife. It has a nice weight to it. I use the back of the knife so I do not cut through and I'm only drawing lines. I do the decorative scoring first, then the expansion scoring in the end. Decorative scoring is not deep. I try and keep the same pressure. To do that, I steady my wrist and move the entire arm from the elbow towards me, as if the blade is the extension of my wrist. If I flick my wrist, it's hard to control the movement. I have a rubber pad under the board to stop the board sliding around. The dough was still frozen under the surface, so it was a bit tricky to score. I'm making sure that each stroke is overlapping, but I do not let them join into one large cut. When it's baked, the spot will rip open. The expansion scoring should be around 45 degrees. I removed the turntable so that dough will not swivel. Under the surface, the inside was still frozen, so I baked it a bit longer with the lid on. So half an hour with the lid at 240 degrees Celsius or 460 degrees Fahrenheit. Then 18 minutes without the lid, 220 degrees Celsius or 430 degrees Fahrenheit. The crust was a lot thicker than my usual loaf, and the color was paler even when I baked it for a bit longer. Apparently, pale color is one of the characteristics of an overproofed dough. The sugar in the dough gets exhausted by yeast during the extra long fermentation. Also, the acidity hinders Maillard reactions or browning. The crumb looks nice and airy. The protein content of the flour used was only 11.8%, but the gluten had not completely deteriorated. This loaf had a pronounced sourness and pretty complex flavor, which some people absolutely love. Thanks for watching. Bye.